U.S. President Donald Trump is ending amnesty for young immigrants who were protected under a program called DACA. That is the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. That move will affect about 800,000 people who entered the country as minors. So they were brought in by their parents, mostly as children, and remained in the United States. Abril Gallardo is a DACA recipient. She joins me live from Phoenix, Arizona. Abril, we just heard from your Attorney General saying that DACA is going to be no longer. Congress has to fix what he called a problem. What's your reaction?
We know that everything that came out of that briefing is completely opposite of what the immigrant community are in this country. I feel very agitated because of the words that he used to describe immigrant youth and our parents, because we know that immigrants are the ones who build the backbone of this country. As a DACA recipient, I know that it's going to be difficult not having a work permit after mine that expires on April 2019. However, I know that we've been here before, and we didn't always have DACA, and with this decision, it just means that we're going to continue to fight, we're going to continue to organize, and we know that DACA doesn't define us. And yes, it opened the doors for us to continue with our education and to continue to thrive in this country, but we also know that they can take DACA away, they can put a timeline to DACA, but they can't put a timeline to our dreams, they can't put a timeline to our skills, to the power we have gained. And with that,
the young kids who came in, a lot of people refer to them as, the dreamers. Those are the immigrants we're talking about, you being one of them. But you're saying they can't take away your dreams, they can't take away all your hopes and aspirations, but they can put you out of the country.
We know that that's what this administration has been doing. This is not new. This administration, as well as the Obama administration, they have been criminalizing and deporting our people. And so this will be nothing different. And yes, it's going to put people like myself on risk of deportation. But we know that we've come together, we've organized, and we have protected ourselves with each other. And we know that DACA, despite what happens to DACA, we're going to continue to fight. And because we know that, yeah, you're right, there's more than DACA. We need to continue to fight so that our entire community stops getting criminalized and separated from their families.
Abril, one of the things the Attorney General Jeff Sessions said, and, I suppose some people thought that your President Donald Trump would be there to make this news conference himself, but we did hear it from the Attorney General. He said that DACA was an open-ended circumvention of immigration laws, that it was just against the law. He said that scrapping DACA will make the United States safer, that in fact the policy of DACA denied jobs to Americans. Do you take any of that personally?
No, because the people who have DACA that I know are teachers. They're teaching our kids. The DACA people that I know are in hospitals saving lives. The DACA people that I know are working as hard as every American person in this country. And no, that doesn't define who we are. And so we're going to continue to be together, to stand together, to protect each other.
Final question for you. Where do you hope to go? I mean, with you and your family, what's your situation in this next 6 months? What will you be feeling and doing?
I've been organizing in Phoenix, Arizona since SB 1070, the Show Me Your Paper law. So what the country woke up today and have woke up after Election Day, we've lived this in Arizona with racist people who continue to attack immigrant community. And so I'm going to continue to do what I do, organize our community, educate our community, stand up and fight back for our community, for my family. But I also know that we need to continue to push for legislatures that doesn't criminalize our community, our parents, and that really brings relief to immigrant communities here in this country.
Abril, we'll certainly be watching up here in Canada what happens with this, and I appreciate your comments and your time today.
Thank you very much.
DACA recipient Abril Gallardo joining me live from Phoenix.